Hey, what is up guys? This is Anthony, aka BatBomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo's Superman from DC Collectibles. Now taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcased in your standard Designer Series window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see all four figures from this wave, including Aquaman, GCPD Batman, Green Lantern, and of course, Superman. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Superman out of the box. And man, I must say, yet again, we do get another pretty cool figure from this Capullo wave. He does have a pretty great sculpt and decent paint apps. But much like other figures from this wave, he does suffer from articulation in certain areas. But overall, I think he's a pretty cool Superman figure, and I'm pretty stoked to check him out here with you guys. So with this figure finally in hand, let's take a closer look at Superman. Alright guys, now let's take a closer look at Superman. This guy's really cool. I'm always a big fan of the Capullo style. Especially when it comes to the figures. Something about his artwork is just really sticks out to me. Just the way he does muscle structures and bodies, and the designs of the characters look very statuesque, which I think is really cool. One of the big highlights to me is always the head sculpt of these figures. Really captures the Capullo artwork in there. You know, that squared off jaw, the lips and the eyes, I love the blue eyes right there. Really sharp eyebrows. Love the hair. As you can see, there actually is some blue in the hair right there to add some highlight, which I think it came out really good. You can see that just like that. So I think that's really cool. It gives it a more comic book like feel. I do like that. And there's some blue paint chipping or what it is. I don't know if I can scratch that off. I'm not too sure. Can I? It doesn't look like it, but that's maybe too bad. It's on the back of the head and you won't really see that all too much. But the overall sculpt is really good. I do like this is more of the new 52 style. So we have the high collar, and it's like a little v-neck right there with the red lining. Then you get all this little lining work inside the actual suit itself, to the shoulders, to the forearms, even into the bodysuit itself. You can see all the line work into that. Going into the legs, and the knees and the shins right here. Even in the boots themselves, have some line work in there, which look pretty good. And I don't know, something about this design. I know a lot of people didn't like it because everyone's gonna like the more classic Superman look. But I really do like this Superman suit. I think it's still pretty nice and clean, pretty streamlined. I do like the fact that we get these little like points on the sleeve right here. I think it's really cool. And I love the fact that we have the short cape. Because, you know, for me, and I know for a lot of other people out there, Superman is supposed to have a short cape. Now I know in the movies, the Man of Steel and the Dawn of Justice movies, Superman has this really long, flowing red cape. Just to me, isn't accurate. You know, my Superman cape is short, just like this. So you can see how it comes like down to like the back of the knees, and it is a softer plastic, so it looks really good like that. And you can see the muscle structure right there. Some super butt right there. That looks pretty cool. So yeah, really nice. Really nice, clean, crisp S on the chest. So let's take a look at articulation now. So the head is on a ball joint, rolls around just like that. Does turn left and right, up and down. And like I stated with my Green Lantern review, I'm an advocate of any character that's supposed to be flying should be able to look up all the way up just like that. But so when you get some flying poses, he should be able to just look straight out, but you cannot do that with this one. You can do it okay, but my opinion, it could be a lot better. So balling joints at the shoulder, up and down, out about that far, rotate at the bicep, single bend at the elbow, as rotation at the wrist, just like that. We do get an ab crunch, crunches forward about that far, back about that much, like that, rotates at the waist. The hip joints are honestly kind of terrible in the fact that he only kicks up that far. Yeah, just here's the straight. That's it. That's all you're gonna get. The bulkiness of the hips right here
hits the crotch piece right here, so it's a little too bulky, and it cannot kick back whatsoever. It just hits right there. Another problem that we had with a couple of the other figures from this wave, they really downgraded the hips for some reason. So if I pull in something like the Capullo Batman right here, he kicks up pretty far, not all the way, but he kicks up pretty high. And Superman just does that, which is not good at all in my opinion. So I know it's nothing crazy, but it is something that kind of bugs me a little bit. He does do the splits just like that, and then you do get that awkward tank crotch right here, really bulky for the figure. So, you know, something about the articulation, especially for a character like this, I'd rather have him kick forward more so than have him kick out and be able to do the splits. That's just me, but again, that really bothers me. We do get a thigh cut, rotate left and right, double jointed knees. That worked very nice, about that far. We did get a boot cut right in there, rotate left and right. And he does kind of suffer from weak ankles, much like the Green Lantern figure that I reviewed. So you can point down like that, up, as well as rotate. No real ankle rocker in there. So you can stand him up. He's a little bit better than Green Lantern. He doesn't suffer so much from like a really wide stance like Green Lantern did. And you do kind of have to play with the ankles a little bit. So in that regard, I think he's a beautiful figure, beautifully sculpted, you know, really nicely painted, but not, I would again say, not one of my favorites from the Capullo line, but I still recommend it. I think he's a really nice Superman figure.
So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Captain America figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for your Capullo comparison, here he is standing next to the Designer Series Batman, Green Lantern, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and The Flash, really rounding out our Capullo Justice League. And just for fun, here he is standing next to little Lego Bat-Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the DC Comics Designer Series Greg Capullo's Superman from DC Collectibles. And overall, I really do like this figure. I know he has some problems with his hip articulation in certain areas, and I do wish his head will look further up. But he does have a beautiful Capullo sculpt and really great paint apps, and makes for a great Superman figure in your collection. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.